Hello all, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft. This is part 23, and today we're continuing our adventures by heading to the Western Plaguelands. So we're going to talk to Guthrum and Thunderfist. Actually, firstly, we're going to go and find someone to sell some of our shit to, because we've got a lot of shit in our bags. Let's go have a look through Airy Peak very briefly, shall we? This looks like a forge. No one in here though. Okay, brilliant. Okay, we'll have to go straight into the town proper then. So yes, we're saying goodbye to the hinterlands momentarily. We didn't get to check out that tree in the end, but we'll head back there at some point when Sunpo's a little bit of a higher level. Let's see if there's anyone in here that we can sell some stuff to. Literally everyone must be in the fort then.
I cannot do that yet.
Oh. Do. Innkeeper, that'll do. Yellow Hill has some stuff to sell, won't he?
What's on your mind?
Okay, so you want to sell all of this. Apart from that wool. That's pocket lint, never mind. So we've got all our materials there. And whilst we're here, we'll do something that I've said we were going to do for a while, which is buy some food. Perfect. So we're almost at 50 gold now, and we're about 66% through the... Yeah, we're about 63-64% of our way through the vanilla content, the 1 to 60 zone. So we're not doing too badly, but money does really pick up when you get into the expansions, particularly Wrath of the Lich King onwards, where the questing experience alone can get you at least 6,000-7,000 gold. Okay, Guthrum. I need a griffin, Guthrum. I'm headed to Western Plaguelands. My king needs me. So say goodbye to the lovely forests of the hinterlands, because we're not going back to grasslands for quite a while. We're heading into the Western Plaguelands, which even though it's partially healed, we're going into the Eastern Plaguelands after that, and trust me, it gets pretty grey and miserable from here on out. Let's just absorb all these nice trees. Hillsborough Foothills, I believe, a place we never got to go to. You can see the trees start to die off a bit over up ahead. This is it. Now, as you can see, the trees are partially healing because the healing process in the Plaguelands has gone quite well. But we're heading straight into the belly of the beast in Andorhal. And you can see the Alliance are trying to rebuild here, and they've done quite a good job. But unfortunately, they're being stopped by the Forsaken, who are trying to take the other half of the city. We're going to pick up Ginny Goodwin as our flight master. We're going to head inside to the tavern and see if they've got a innkeep yet. No one yet. Oh well. He sells food and drink though. Right, now here we come up to one of my favourite characters in the entire game's lore. Thessarian, who's a Death Knight, and he's just so cool. And we'll see his story more when we go to Wrath of the Lich King.
Get on with it.
It's about time you arrived, rogue.
Suffer well.
Darkmaster Gandling of the Cult of the Damned leads the Scourge offensive here in Andorhal. My old counterpart, Kultira, leads the Forsaken forces. If we're to win Andorhal, we'll have to defeat both, but we will certainly fail if we take on both at once. I know Kultira well enough to know that he will focus on the Scourge first. We will do the same. Take out the weaker, desiccated Scourge to reduce their numbers. The Forsaken will have to wait to taste our wrath.
We are done here.
Okay, Lurid says, Dried up Scourge weak, abominations strong. We defeat strong abominations, we win war. So we gotta kill some abominations as well. And then Lang Loosgrip says, Arish the Summoner is bolstering the Scourge defences with simple skeletons, an army of weaklings that will overwhelm you before it overpowers you. He has assembled an animi within Andorhal's northern towers that spew these skeletons out at an alarming rate, but I've got the solution. Lang passes you a handful of grenades. Their function is simple. Throw these grenades at Bone Animus, or for that matter a mob of skeletons, or reduce them to splinters.
Off and away.
So into the fray we go.
Light be with you.
Oh, he's almost dead, we better help him out. We covered him a bit, his health was pretty low. Oh no, my friend mate. Oh, friend went dropped for a second there. Sorry about that. There's really a fight going on here. So the Scourge are like undead that used to be under the control of the Lich King. But with Arthur's gone, a lot of these have just been left behind just to fight for no reason. So we're just going to fight around here first. And we're heading to that tower over there. Once we've made it across the battlefield. There's that big mob of skeletons that we have to be taking out. Oh dear, someone died here. A rogue as well, that's not usually a very good sign. Okay, let's throw these grenades into the fray. Effective. Let's see if we can just clear them out. Okay, we've got to get in there. Holy shit. That's the Bone Animus destroyed. And I now can't use the grenades. Nicely done. So we've taken out that, now we just need to help out with the rest of these Scourge. Oh, someone just healed me. Just thank him.
Thank you.
Paladin gave us a hand. Now we can continue to fight these Scourge. So once we're fighting, we'll go have a look at the Forsaken front line as well. There's a Forsaken there. He's going to attack me as well, of course. When we get into that territory, both Forsaken and Scourge start to attack us, but you can see they've got Andorhal defenders. There are Forsaken up here. There's a Forsaken and a human. Oh, they're ganging up on the human. We'll take out the Scourge that are around him. There we go. Oh shit.
Not enough energy. I do not have enough energy.
Take these guys down so that they have a bit of support. Something that I didn't pick up on the quest text before we ended last episode because we were in a bit of a rush was that Griffin Master Talanak said to us that the troops here asked for Sunpo by name, and that's very interesting because it shows that our character by this point in the story is starting to make a little bit of an impact and a little bit of a name for himself in the world. Sunpo's finally starting to get some recognition for all the work that he's done. Which is cool.
It is too far away.
Right, just 2 more Scourge to kill.
I am out of range.
It's a cool pet. Shame I haven't got a character pet level high enough. There we go, everyone's been slain. Let's head back to our quest givers and see what they have for us next. That fence is impossible, apparently. There we go. Right, we'll talk to Lang first.
Need assistance?
These grenades are all explosives, nothing more. I may not be a goblin engineer, but I still understand the value of being able to just explode things every once in a while. With the Animus destroyed, the next logical step is to take out Araj himself, and to take a shard of his phylactery. You've probably already seen him lurking at the fountain in the centre of town. Take my grenades with you. They won't do anything to Araj, but if he decides to summon any of those skeletons, you can use them to blow him away, again. Araj summoner, remember, use my grenades to take care of the skeletons.
Alrighty then.
That sounds like a boss fight. Lurid, we'll talk to him, we'll get some new boots. And we'll level up, level 37. Nicely done, everyone. And Thessarian says, you may not act quickly, but at least you do not fail me. Very well, I will have a more important task for you, Sampo, when the time is right. Oh my god. The Skolomance is one of the few Scourge holdouts remaining in the west of Thondraril. The headmaster of Skolomance, a cultist by the name of Darkmaster Gandling, has made an appearance on the battlefield. This will be his final mistake. You will find Gandling in a square near the southern end of town. I want you to fight and weaken Gandling. I will join you and help you finish him off. And we're going to get some braces. Yay.
Leave me be.
Gandling is strong, but do not worry. I will join you shortly after you begin to fight him. And then the other quest is, Gandling has brought his Lieutenant Rattlegore with him. This clattering horror is far more dangerous than any of the other scourge you will find upon the battlefield, even the abominations. You will find Rattlegore within an old town hall building near the centre of town. I recommend caution before fighting him, Sunpo. He will not be a pushover. So we've basically got 3 quests with 3 boss fights, so we're going to try that out now, shall we? So the first one we're going to go for is the one in the town hall, which is this building just up ahead. We're going to go and check out Rattlegore. And it's cool because I think all 3 of these enemies are people from Skolomance, which is a dungeon that you can do at some point, and we might look at that. We could just go in and pick up Araj's phylactery shard, actually. No, we'll wait, we'll fight him. More fun to fight him, wouldn't it? We'll see if we can help Bayon fight Rattlegore, shall we? Oh, he's already attacked him. I can't get in on that because it went grey, but we'll fight the next time. There are quite a lot of people here. And people say WoW is dead. Right, Banshee, you're sort of giving away my stealthy position right now, so... No one can hear a dancing Pandaren when he's in stealth. Our adventure guide is lighting up again, so we're going to take a look at that real quick. Western Plaguelands. On the heels of our early victories in Andorhal, the Forsaken have decided to launch a counterattack. Your help is needed to beat the Scourge and Horde and reclaim lost Andorhal in the Western Plaguelands. Okay, Rattlegore's back. Let's take him down, shall we? Oh, burst damage, I love you. Rattlegore has been slain. That's the first boss killed. Araj is back. We'll take him out now next, shall we? We need the grenades in case he summons any skeletons. Let's do this. We'll keep the grenades pointed at the ground, shall we? Okay, here we go. God, they do quite a bit of damage. We've managed to kill him though, and picked up the phylactery. And now Darkmaster Gandling. That's a bit of story that we're not going to read until we get to do Darkmaster Gandling ourselves. Okay. Now we just wait for Headmaster Gandling himself. So we'll use sweep it, slice and dice to give us some speed. Oh, we're unlucky we're being strangled and pushed up, but Koltira and Thessarian come and save us. Now Koltira is basically the Horde counterpart of Death Knight for this fight, and they managed to finish him off. Darkmaster Genling says, enough of this. The Cult of the Damned doesn't need Andorhal. This worthless city is yours to fight over. So he escapes, and then Thessarion and Koltira, who used to be friends. Now Thessarion says, Koltira, I had heard rumours that you were here in Lordaeron. And then Koltira says, you heard correctly, Thessarion. I wanted to give you a chance to kill me again. Thessarion laughs. It looks like it may have to come to that. Yes, it may, but not today. With the Scourge out of the way, I plan to pull my troops back and regroup. I see, then I will do the same. But you must be aware, Koltira, we are brothers no longer. You are a member of the Horde now, and I of the Alliance. Eventually we will fight this battle for Andorhal, and only one of us can walk off this battlefield victorious. Yes, I know, and don't think I'll go easy on you. Thessarion laughs again. Very well, I look forward to it. So it's very interesting because the Death Knights are very... And the Thessarion says, you are not to speak to anyone about the agreement that was made today, Sunpo. Consider this an order from your direct superior. It's interesting because the Death Knights were like brothers in arms when they rebelled against Arthas in Wrath of the Lich King, and now, because of their allegiance to the Alliance and Horde, they're having to fight each other, and that's a conflict that is very interesting to see. And we don't see what happens to Koltira, but basically everything goes wrong. And I will see before we leave Andorhal what happens. Excellently done, Sunpo. And now, with the leader of the Scourge forces eliminated from Andorhal, we bide our time. Let's go up races. Excellently done, Sunpo. Araj is a formidable opponent. Be prepared. Araj dead. This is good. That gnome has done his part in winning their war. As of you, Sunpo. Victory for now. The Alliance is victorious and our forces are still strong. Military strategy dictates that we attack the Forsaken now while they are recovering and unaware. I made a deal, however. We will wait. We attack Koltira and his troops when the time is right. In the meantime, speak with Ginny Goodwin and take a flight to the Chillwind camp to our south. Commander Ashlam Valafist will give you your next assignment. You will hear from me again when you are needed again in Andorhal. So we're being sent away from this place for a bit, whilst both armies are kind of like stepping back from each other. And then we're going to come back and try and beat the Forsaken once and for all. But for now, we're heading off to Commander Ashlam Valafist in Chillweed Camp, which is down to the south. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Welcome to the front lines, Rogue. The Kingdom of Stormwind, with the aid of its allies, has sent me here to counter the growing threat of the Scourge. Here at Chillwind Camp, we fight for our continued survival on a daily basis. If you've come here looking for a chance to prove yourself as a hero, then you'll find plenty of opportunities to do so, especially as we push forwards Andorhal and whatever malign force that controls the Scourge there. Word arrived shortly before you did, Senpo. With the Scourge ejected from Andorhal, we are one step closer to retaking Lordaeron. Go Fletch. We must always be prepared for battle, Sunpo, whether that battle is against the Forsaken in Andorhal, against the Scourge in the east, or against some yet unknown foe is unknown. What is known is that we must be ready. We are low on arrows. I can obtain the shafts and heads, but I still need feathers. The birds that circle to the south northwest typically molt this time of year. Would you mind travelling out into the field and gathering some of these feathers for our camp?
Be careful.
And then Thurman Grant, who's a farmer, says, I hail from Westfall, far to the south, as do these men that travel with me. We are farmers, nothing more. I had been told Lordaeron had been healed and that it was ready for tilling. However, this commander now tells me that it's too dangerous to proceed. He says that there's a war going on and that the Plaguelands still aren't healed. Before anything else, I need to get some food in my men's stomachs. Anything will do. Bears seem to be plentiful. So we get some new armor, a chest plate, and these rifles are really cool. They're like Gilnean rifles, they're like muskets.
See you around.
So 2 quests. We've got to go find some quills and then kill some bears. Remember, these leaves having some pretty shitty spawn rates, so we'll just have to keep an eye out for them. These bears should be no trouble at all. Nah, we got them covered. There was one of the feathers. Quite difficult to see as well. Can you skin? No, these guys are still skinnable. No way. Well, we'll pick up some light leather whilst we're here. There's a quill. There's another quill down there as well. We'll get that one as well. So, although we've been fighting in Andorhal, which is that little city in the centre, that all these areas around Andorhal still need to be protected and sought after. And basically what the Alliance wants to do is basically zone by zone retake the land from the undead infection, cure the land, begin tilling, and begin reclaiming Lordaeron, their former home. The North, as it's affectionately termed in Argent Dawn roleplay, is also quite a contentious form of roleplay that involves copying Game of Thrones, basically. But we're not going to get too into that. Fighting for the North, as they say. Now, unfortunately, we've gone from the high of dealing with Andorhal to a very, very tedious kill and collect quest, basically, which is a little bit of a shame considering the pace that the Andorhal story was going forward. It was pretty cool having boss fights and killing off the grunts, bombing some skeletons. That's exciting. Why can't all the quests be like that, you know? Oh, 2 quills at once, nice. Oh, 3, all on this ridge. Perfect. Now, I mentioned in my other video, the last Let's Play thing, that I was planning on doing Wildstar videos once every week. But I realised with free-to-play literally a month away, it's going to be maybe 2 Wildstar videos a week, just at random points. Because releasing one a week means I'm going to get about 2 videos out, and that's not really that impressive now, is it? Take you down. Right, that seems to be it. We'll get that last quill, and then we're going to head back and hand these dumb quests in. Hopefully we're going to get something a little bit more interesting next time. We are getting a chest piece from this, aren't we? Yes, we are. That matches up the rest of our set again, so we're going to look pretty cool when we got all this stuff sorted out. Oh, piss off, bear. Okay. Hello everyone. Thurman Grant, you first. We've travelled a long way. Anything you can spare would be appreciated. You hunt like a true rogue. Okay. Even if we can't set up our homesteads, at least we can still eat.
For the Alliance.
Now let's just get a good look at Sunpo for a second here, because he's looking pretty cool right now. If we took off the tabard... I think we might keep the tabard off for a bit, actually. I think I quite like that look. I like the fact the armor's matching. It's good to see you back, Sunpo. I will have my Fletchers get to work on these. I'm glad to see you being so useful right away, Sunpo. Perhaps later I will have some more exciting tasks for you. Uther's blessed. These farmers from the south wish to take these farms, but I can't let them into the Plaguelands unprepared. Even with the Scourge gone, danger still looms in the form of the Forsaken. No, we must be ready to fight, and that includes our new visitors. Before doing anything else, however, I would recommend that you travel to Uther's tomb to the east and place this tribute before his statue to ask for his blessing. Speak with the priest that tends the tomb when you are finished. Uther Lightbringer was one of the greatest paladins Lordaeron had ever known. He was the mentor and paladin who taught Arthas, and then Arthas betrayed him and killed him. Those that couldn't let go. Sorrow Hill, up the road to the northeast, was one of the first places that the Argent Crusaders and Cenarian Circle were able to heal. The area is now free of the Scourge. However, there are still many spectres of the past that, for some reason, have not passed on into the next world. They may be mourning, or they may have unfinished business, or they may just be lost. Take my thurible and use it to douse them with holy incense. One way or another, we will help them move on to the next plane.
Light bless you.
Okay, so we're going to see Uther Lightbringer's tomb. And Uther Lightbringer is a huge character in the lore. Tort Arthas was one of the first paladins of the Silver Hand. And one of the greatest paladins and men, arguably, that ever lived in the Warcraft universe. Right, so we're encouraging these spirits to piss off, basically. You... Oh, they get angry, of course. One released. He says, well, I've said my goodbyes. Time to move on. Please be friendly? Yes. I must be going now, he says. I've waited here for too long. Time to say goodbye. Nice. They're quite passive. He says, you thoughtless Pandaren, you'll pay for your interference. Get away from here, he says. Jeez. I think I might have jinxed it when I said, yeah, we'll get loads of peaceful ones. Fool! This one shouts. Oh, come on, guys. Who are you? What have you done to me? He says. Oh shit, I didn't look at my health, did I? Let's quickly nibble on some banana bread. I love that sitting animation. And that, look how happy he is to be eating, God. Looks like me when I eat. Okay. Don't get angry. I think I'm ready to leave now, he says. Good man. I must be going now. This one as well. Brilliant. Whew, these are some low-res trees. Right. So we're going to deliver Uther's blessing, and then we're going to talk to the priest. I'm going to read this tablet as well. Here lies Uther the Lightbringer, first paladin, founder of the Order of the Silver Hand. Uther lived and died to defend the kingdom of Lordaeron. Though he was betrayed by his most beloved student, we believe that his spirit lives on. He continues to watch over us, even as the shadows close in around our ruined land. His light is the light of all humanity, and so long as we honour his example, it shall never fade. So we've got Uther's blessing, which is basically just blessing of kings. I'm going to talk to High Priest Theldanis. You and the humans at Chillwind Camp wish to retake Andorhal. I wish you luck. If you truly intend to move forward in this battle for Andorhal, well, perhaps I can help. To the east lies a large crypt. The bottom level of the crypt was once used for storage of weapons and armour. Until the Scourge came. Now that the undead have left, the weapons are free for the taking. Most of the weapons are probably rusted and rotten by now, but they will serve better than tunics and pitchforks. Okay, so the crypt is round here. Right, this looks pretty messed up. And we are actually out of time. I completely lost track of time. We're not going to be able to do any all of this in a minute. So, thanks very much for watching, guys. Like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more content. And just leave a comment if you want to have a chat. Remember that most importantly, your feedback is what's important. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.